TV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
SK Corona JOP Manuspe AS Bar and Hassan Kamara.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. Madam Daniel Kamara, yes, hello, Mr. Komar, did your colleague, your senior colleague, brief you? Yes, madam. About the need for you to be here on time? Yes, madam. Because when you were not here, it means the trial is delayed. As I know. And you were not here this morning, waiting for you since this morning. I was just checking the registry. We are about to file further papers as to the medical status report of the feedback used before this court as to its responsiveness to treatment. Don't you have that? Madam, I was just confirming that that was my instruction. I'm happy with you for half an hour because you're confirming in the registry. I apologize profusely. You have class, let them do the work. Yes, madam. Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Fofa.
Apologies, Mr. Simon. Lord, we will implore the court for the first accused to be seated. Yes, he has back pain as well.
Why don't you just make a turn off? Leave. Slide down.
I think, hold on, you said I'm not really sitting down. It might not affect you that much, right? There you see. Is it still music true? No. Okay. So, all right.
Say I, the full names, swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I shall give. Oh, are you posting a Christian? Sorry, Lord. Sorry, Lord. Say I,
your full names. Swear by the Almighty Allah that the evidence I shall give in this case between the state and myself shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, O God. Sworn on the Holy Quran. Thank you.
Hello, we have some documents that we will be taking as we go along. Unfortunately, the process of assembling those documents couldn't make them available to the prosecution in time. But for what it is worth, we will try first to deal with the existing exhibits and then see how to get it.
We're going to divide a whole week to get this document out to the prosecution. Wow. I know, pressure, both, right?
That is really true. That is due to the fact that, we were kind of trying to rearrange them in the manner that we had wanted to present to the board, but later we decided that the best way to do it was to present them by year. So that means we had to go all the time. But
look, have a talk with Mr. Maximo briefly as to what you want to do and the initial document that you want to put out, see if he has objections to them. And if it doesn't, then you can proceed with the initial ones for the time being.
Absolutely. Okay, my lord, for what it is worth, we will dig with the existing exhibits and at some point, after today, we hope that whatever I don't know, the last time, share. So, Mr. Nalu, you recall testifying in court, not so? Definitely. And you made statement to the court. And you made statement to the prosecution because of the investigations. Yes, I did. Can you kindly show the witness exhibit A1 to 99?
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need
I think it was the first exhibit. Yes. The position it was different. Oh, I thought it was the second one. Yes, Mr. Nalu. Can you turn to page 3 of that statement? It says, there's a reference there to contract agreement. So if you can just kindly read from the second line, those allegations, to the middle of that page, because I want to reference the contract agreement for your comments.
Sorry, madam. Can I please just put my glasses?
In the meantime, can you be looking for exhibit U 1 to 26, which is the contract agreement? So if you read from the second line, those allegations, so here you said, talked about the contract dated December 14, 2017.
Those conditions are not true. When I took it in December 2017, instead of transit, there was a problem with the implementation of the transit project in terms of different opinion with the contractor, and I received a correspondence from the contractor complaining of non-compliance as per the contract agreement dated December 14, 2017, which can also be to the EDC Mass IRA.
Yeah.
I also sort of define response.
So yes, that contract agreement, if you see it, you'll be able to recognize it.
Yes, I know.
Because it is about can you show it exhibit U? So is that the contract agreement you are referring to?
Yes, I know.
What is the date on that agreement?
This December 9, 2016.
So firstly, are you familiar with the contents of that agreement?
Not entirely. Some portions.
Are you familiar with the portion about the governing law of that contract?
Yes.
At page 23, paragraph 23.10. Page 23, paragraph 23.10.
Yes. I was really particular about this at the time when the subcontractor took this as a case of course.
So can you just read that paragraph 23.10 for the attention of folks?
Dispute resolution. governing law, and consent to jurisdiction. This agreement shall be governed by the laws of the state of New York, both as to interpretation and performance, and shall be subject to the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of the state of New York, County of New York.
To the best of your knowledge, do you know if the government of Sierra Leone at any point in time took the contractor, Fairfield Construction Company, headed by Jules Sanders Davis, to the Supreme Court of the state of New York with regards any breach of this contract?
Not to my knowledge, never.
Are you also aware if the reverse situation occurred? To the best of your knowledge, are you aware if Mr. Jules Sanders Davis and his Fairfield company at any point in time took the government of Sierra Leone to the Supreme Court of the state of New York in respect of any breach of this contract?
No, not to my knowledge. Not the time when I was there, because it was difficult. We had to prepare a new concept.
I just received a marketing plan from a freelancer on Fiverr. It's great. And the way I'll present it will really take it to the next level. Check it out. Skills.
We're developing that with a freelancer and it's excellent. It's probably my feedback that made it so good.
And do you know who came up with the idea to use Fiverr? Liam. And who hired Liam? Me. Just to be clear.
On several occasions, even though they may have like I was saying, I'm not aware of any time when Mr. Jules Davis or his company took the government of Sierra Leone to court. There was a particular time he wanted to do so, but we prevailed on him to exercise his claims. And that had to do with delay in payments, which is described as firstly very untimely and not in compliance with the contract agreement. Number two, that we have put him in a situation, in a very awkward situation with the subcontractors. And that the initial architect of the job had to walk away from the job because of funding issues, including finding documents that paid in department. Was not the cause to not able to hide the unit, and also having to do with their payments as subcontractors.
Yes. Are you also aware of the obligations? First of all, when you turn to page 1 of that contract exhibit you, under the preamble, under the words agreement. So who are the parties to this agreement? Clearly, we know, but just for emphasis. Who is referred to as the owner of the premises?
The owner is a government of Sierra Leone via the permanent mission of Sierra Leone to the UN in New York.
And who is referred to as the contractor in the agreement?
Fairfield Construction Associates.
Do you know who was the president or principal representative of that company?
Mr. Joseph Davis.
Now, in view of the fact that they have been brought here for matters related to this contract, are you aware if the said contractor, Fairfield Construction Company, had principal obligations under this contract?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
That he had principal obligations under the contract?
I'm aware.
So in that regard, can you firstly go to page 3 of the contract under Article 2 on scope of the work? Scope of the work. We saw rubric scope of the work.
Do you see page 3?
Yes, it's actually marked U4, but at the bottom, it should be, no, page 2, my apologies, page 2. Page 2.
Okay.
Under scope of the work, have you seen it?
Yes, please.
Yes. So can you read paragraph 2.02 of that contract? 2.02.
It reads, my lord, contractor acknowledges and agrees that the contract documents and drawings prepared are adequate and sufficient to provide for the completion of the work and improve all work, whether or not shown or described, which reasonably it is inferred to be required or useful for the completion of the work in accordance with applicable code and professional standards.
You also go to, if I want to read the specific portions, if I have questions, I go to paragraph 2.04, another obligation of the contractor, 2.04.
It reads, the contractor represents that it is familiar with the project site and has received all information it needs concerning the conditions of the project site. The contractor represents that it has inspected the location of the work and has satisfied itself as to the condition thereof. The contractor shall undertake such further investigation and study as may be necessary or useful to determine latent surface and surface conditions. Based upon the foregoing instructions, understanding, agreements, and acknowledgements, the contractor agrees and acknowledges 1. That the contract sum is just and reasonable compensation for all work, including all foreseen risks, hazards, and difficulties in connection therewith. And 2. That the contract signed is adequate for the performance of the work. The contractor shall have no claims for unforeseen conditions in contract.
Now, to the best of your knowledge, do you know if the contractor complied with those two provisions that were read in the contract? In terms of acknowledging the contract documents and the drawings to be adequate and sufficient, and in 2.04, in terms of representing. It was familiar with the project site and had inspected the location of the work. Do you know if it complies with that?
To the best of my knowledge, it did. I'll give an example. From my understanding, especially from the contractor and the police and meetings that were there when I was there at that time, during the demolition, the contractor encountered hazardous materials in the building, including asbestos, which were difficult to deal with. But because they are so like because we have to comply with this, they went ahead to handle that aspect. There was also a question of when the demolition took place, he was not expecting to demolish the entire structure. But when we brought in all the engineers, the structural engineers, the other engineers, they recognized that, they observed that there was nothing to renovate. So they had us to demolish the entire structure. The internal structure, everything was demolished. They did not come back to us for external work. And also for him to pay for the
we have documents on the demolition, but some are not really doing that in subsequent sitting. Just to go through this.
and then lastly, the internal walls were compromised. And therefore, we will not actually do the structure on those internal walls any longer. We now needed to innovate, to give us a better structure.
Yes.
Yes, just to move on with the obligations of the contractor, are you aware if the contractor had subcontractors?
Yes, we have subcontractors.
you recall the names of any of such subcontractors?
When I arrived, I met the minister contractor who was one really from 3D construction company, really from 3D construction company. That was really. There was a structural engineer who was a professor at New York University. And the original architect that we designed the building previously for the previous owners. I met him briefly before he finally left the job. Because Joe actually brought him in to get first hand for me about payments, but he could not be assured. He said he was able to participate in the local. That had not. And then later he brought in DG Fernandez to replace Quebec. And then Empire Group was brought in to replace 3AA construction company.
Empire Group was brought in to do what?
To replace 3AA construction company.
Yes. Can you turn to page 6, Article 4 of the contract? Article 4, under the subtitle Subcontractors. Subcontractors.
Yes.
I want you to read paragraphs 4.01 and 4.02.
To be free and flexible and creative was really essential to what I wanted to make, and I didn't find a platform that did that other than Wix.
Under that 4.01 and 4.02.
It's Wix 4.01 under subcontractors. The term subcontractor shall mean a person other than employees or organization who has direct contract with a contractor, or any person or organization directly or indirectly implicated with contractors, including every subcontractor of whatsoever type, to perform any portion of the work of the project, whether for the provision of labor, materials, equipment, services, or otherwise. 4.02. Contractors shall have full responsibility for all portions of the work performed by every subcontractor, and for all parts and commissions, whether willful, negligent, or otherwise, of every subcontractor and such subcontractors employees. All work, acts, commissions, and statements, written or oral, of every subcontractor and such subcontractors employees shall be deemed those of contractor for all purposes of this contract.
Yes. And then more crucially, paragraph 4.04, before I put the question, just the first line, the first sentence of paragraph 4.04.
4.04 is nothing contained in this agreement shall create any relationship of contract or agency between owner and any subcontractor. Contractor acknowledges it.
So let's move on. Now you've highlighted a number of subcontractors in your previous testimony today. Those subcontractors, to the best of your knowledge, did you deal with any of them?
Not directly. Never. Even when he tried to get us to work closely with Gigi Fernandez and David Montesi, who is the principal for Empire. And he also remember when he was forced by the New York department to hire an inspector and safety engineer on the job because of the long delay. I wanted us to meet with anybody, please to meet, because I knew at the time that
That is a crucial piece of evidence. The judge is right, Mr. Manu. He said when he wanted to hire him,
he was required by the New York Police Department. Due to the long delay in payment, he complained that New York is a place where one go around, dealing with us among.
Okay, you deal with deal with that testimony about the requirement by him to hire an inspector. Forget about what goes around.
Yeah, I mean, New York Department inspectors came to realize that the work had stalled for quite some time. There was no progress. And looking to Mr. David tried to maintain some semblance of work at the job site. So at that point, they imposed on him an inspector, and he was to be the inspector. It was a way to punish him for him to pass out the job.
Now, the contract also makes provision under Article 3, page 5 for architects. Article 3, page 5. And you turn to Article 3, page 5 of the contract. You say it?
Yes, I can't.
Specifically, paragraph 3.01 says contractor shall enter into an agreement with an architect to provide architectural service at contractor's sole expense. Do you know if the contractor, Fairfield Construction Company, at any point in time hired architect or architects in respect of this project?
Yes, it is.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's do this.
I'll have records of their work and their meetings.
Do you know the names of any of them?
There was, before I got there, they had the gentleman that left, Tibet, I think was his name, and then there was Gigi Fernandez, who came later on, was better hired than Mr. Davis.
I refer you as well to Article 2, paragraph 2.05p at page 5. Article 2, paragraph 2.05 at page 5 of the agreement. P,
Page 5,
at page 5 at the bottom. You see the letter, small letter P?
page 5.
Yes, small letter P at the top. So that small letter P is part of Article 2. And Article 2 deals with the scope of the work. Will you read that small letter P for the attention of the court? Yeah.
It reads, P, notify find completion of the work, together with contractors putting recommendations regarding such delays.
Who are you? Huh? So who are you? From Babu? From where? Huh? From where? Which court? Where's your ID? All right. Take him for now. Call the castle and let's know who he is, yeah? Take him into your custody for now. Well, I'll find out very shortly. Yes, continue.
Yes, can you read small letter P of Article 2?
It's brief, notify the owner of the progress of the work and advise him in writing of any delay or serious potential delay which may affect final completion of the work, together with contractors putting recommendations regarding such delay.
Yeah. The contractor was to do that. Now, to the best of your knowledge, when you first arrived at the country, back into New York, did you come across any correspondence whatsoever from Fairfield Construction Associates in respect of the status of the work at the time you arrived in 2017?
Yes. One of the documents brought to my attention was the letter from DRQ complaining about the long delay in making payments. And at the time,
So can you first look for Exhibit AN, Exhibit AN?
There's a gentleman here taking photographs. Who is he? Where's his credentials? He has no ID. But you can get his ID.
This is now usual that photographs be taken during proceedings.
Well, no, and that's why I asked for his ID.
As we know, please,
I need to know that my
take this from Mr. Simon.
Yes. He was to do like.
Bring his ID. I want to know who he is. Yes, continue.
Can you show the witness Exhibit AN? Should be a letter dated 14 December 2017. Can you check if that is the date?
this letter
From whom was that letter written?
coming from DRQ Construction and signed by S.A.
That's Exhibit AN.
Exhibit AN.
L for Lima.
Yes. You said you were saying from whom does it come?
From DRQ Construction Associates.
What is the date?
And signed by Mr. Davis, December 14, 2017.
Can you tell the court what is the main thrust of that letter?
Sorry, just hold on. December 11.
14, 2017.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard On Air. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce the launch of StreamYard On Air. StreamYard On Air is a live webinar platform.
Actually, arrived at the mission prior to my arrival.
No, just a minute, Mr. Maru. Just so that we are clear about how to tie in the author of this letter with Fairfield, can you turn to Exhibit U, the contract? At the last page, page 24. So that we know who this Jude Davis is.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Do we not know who he is? Mr. Governor?
As a lot.
Who knows the 6th of you?
Okay, well, he's the president and managing member.
We know that also.
As a lot. For page 24 is very clear. So what is the main thrust of Exhibit AF for the attention?
Perhaps for the benefit of the court, I would like to read some portions of it. Yeah, and that
read the relevant
The question is, what is the main thrust?
if a complaint bring it to the attention of the mission with the day in making payments and how that's also affecting the job.
So in particular, can you read the second line of that letter? Second line, the second sentence.
The important, as I mentioned in my November monthly report, is at standstill. My reasons for concern are as follows. 1. The delay is resulting in outside doctoral students having to be elected in cold winter at additional cost. 2. Supplemental duties results to require for a longer period inside the building at additional cost. 3. The present delay will affect the intended completion date of the contract by September 2018. 4. Subcontractor will consequently request a renegotiation of their agreement due to the extension of time, including inflation, adjusted material, and the labor increases. 5. Surveillance offices at 46 feet will pay more rent due to extended time of completion. 6. Future payment issues will only exacerbate the above concerns.
Yes. So at the time this letter was written, December 2017, do you know who was the head of Churchill? December 2017. And you said you came to New York and effectively started work in January of 2018, correct?
I arrived on the 6th of December 2017.
You started work when?
I effectively assumed the full responsibility of that transport end of March 2018.
Yes, so at the time you assumed responsibility, end of March 2018, do you know if this situation which Fairfield had alluded to in Exhibit AF was still existing, whether it had continued?
Let's continue. Another thing is why the letter was brought to my attention.
I see Mr. Samura is here. I don't know whether he has any explanation.
Yes, I've seen this document. I'll address that at the end of the trial.
You know, I think it's urgent for us, because even as administrators, we have our right and the decorum of this court has to be maintained.
And that's why the gentleman in question is in custody and addressed at the end of this hearing.
That's my Lord places.
So when you took over in March 2018, did you do anything to address the concerns of Fairfield Construction Company as contractor?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us what you did?
Firstly, I held consultations within the mission, my colleagues. Mr. Sheikh or Mr. Lee was the acting health answer at the time. And also the secretary to the procurement committee. And we debated on the issue and they made available to me copies of the document memo that they have previously sent to Britain requesting for payment, and that the trouble was that the funds were held in Britain and remitted in piecemeal to the mission in a very sporadic manner. Then, thereafter, we try to see how we can talk to Britain, in particular the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and to explain to them the seriousness of the situation. At that time, nothing was done until an incident occurred, which was going to affect the mission and Mr. Cruz and the Jews.
Do you know when that incident occurred?
Google now represents over 40% of our online revenue, which is amazing. So if you search pink dress with red lobsters on that you can wear from day to night, never fully dressed will come up. The results have been insane.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.com, our department was already able to connect our processes, our software, actually everything into one centralized place. So the first day. Before Monday.com, our teams worked on different platforms. We couldn't find stuff. Things were falling through the cracks. Monday.com didn't just close these gaps, they sealed them shut. Like every detail of our work now has a place on a platform that's easy to use. That means that anybody in the department can easily track any process or project. At any given time, I can rely on Monday.com to tell me who's working on what and where everything stands. It's made our team faster, more agile. We're just better.
It was in January 2018. There was a fire department of New York broke into the building.
Which building?
The building that was under construction, I believe. It was brought to our attention by Mr. Davis. At that point, the fire department has gone to the building because they have received a distress call from one of the neighbors, Mrs. Janet Carey. pool of water coming into our building. From our building. The fire department detected that because the building had been closed for quite some time, and during winter, no one would turn on the pipe to check the pipes. Those pipes are very old pipes, over 100 years old. They are frozen to the point that they busted. And so when they started melting, but there was people and abortion in the building. So that matter was addressed by Mr. Davis, and Davis talked to him to address it. Because at the time, anything happened in the issue, there was nothing there. Nothing they were trying. So he paid the cleaner of the neighbor's apartment. Who paid Mr. Davis and Davis? And they also paid to fix the pipe. The fire department had to shut down the gas pipe leading to that building. At that point, I made assistant call to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. In fact, it was at that point that I also traveled to Asia at some point to see that I really didn't want to be in Europe. Because I just didn't manage that kind of situation. Sending me out there was like a punishment. So they promised to do whatever they can to get some money for the work to continue for us to pay it. That's all.
So who promised?
The ministry, in fact, I spoke to the minister in the
What ministry?
Foreign Affairs. I spoke to the general at the time, and then to the minister himself, when the minister took office. And that was around May or so.
Of what year?
2018. I also pay my rent return. I've my own personal expense.
Did you subsequently return to New York?
I did. But I came mainly to live here, the challenge of the issue.
And you said when you came, you had meetings with who?
When I came, I reached the minister, then I also reached the general.
Who was the minister there?
Alikala was the minister.
Doctor. And who was the director general?
Mr. Komon-Tok.
You said you returned to New York. Did you return with any funding from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with respect to continuing work on it?
Not at that point. What I did was, my trip was also an opportunity for me to meet with Dr. Francis Psychiatrist, who was leader for the ambassador to New York. So I got him to follow up. Then I returned to New York.
You got Dr. Kaikai to do follow-ups on what?
I got to continue. My friend was only convinced to go to New York and he saw the problem himself. He was shocked.
Okay. You said you returned to New York. When you showed the witness exhibit AM, did you do anything upon your return with regards to Mr. Jules Sangadevis and his company, Contractual Construction.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
You show the witness exhibit AM. What is the date of that exhibit?
17th May 2018.
AM. And who was the author of that document?
Myself.
In what capacity?
Acceptance. In fact, acceptance.
To whom was that letter addressed?
To PRP Construction Association. For the attention of Mr. Davis.
Yes, so what was the object of that letter?
Well, after my trip to Sweden, I was taking a short and I had to stand on those insurances to provide with the date to assure him that our commitment to completing the job we have started.
Now, to the best of your knowledge, do you know whether there were any timelines for payment of funds, monies, in the Fairfield Construction Company, so that this work can be expeditious?
I think the court, the contract had a provision for monthly payment, and there was some understanding between the lady and the issue for monthly payment, except in cases where we require extra funding outside the normal requirement.
First of all, do you know what the contract sum was in respect of this project?
The contract sum, initial contract, you know, yes, I know.
Can you come exhibit U again? Article 5, page 6. Exhibit U, Article 5, page 6.
Yes.
According to Article 5.01, will you tell the court what the contract sum was at the time of signing the agreement?
$2,550,000. How much? $2,560,000.
550.
560.
560. Yes.
And can you read paragraph 5.3?
Based on positions submitted to the owner by contractor, the owner shall make progress payments on account of as provided in Article 7.
In the course of serving mission as head of Chancery, do you know if any such requisitions were made? The requisitions that the contractor was making to the owner, do you come across any?
Yes, I did.
Before we come to the requisition, this contract of $2,560,000. $560,000. Yes, that's it. At the time you arrived in New York as a township, do you know if
Yes, we have received some bills, but not all the bills.
No, listen to the question we asked. Are you aware whether this money is able to fairly?
All of it. Not correct. All of the money.
Yes, this $2,560,000. Do you know, at the time you were made head of township, do you know if you had received all of this $2,560,000?
No. But then I don't receive all of that money. So I don't want to receive the entire money of time.
So when you first started testifying some days ago, you told the court about the $2 million, which you said partner, development partner had provided for the project. Do you know, to the best of your knowledge, whether that $2 million was made available to the contractor at the time you decided?
Only part of the money was paid to the initial engineer.
Now, it is important, I need to remind that you listen carefully to what you've been asked, because the answers must accurately reflect what you've been asked. Right.
Now, first, let's get it straight. I mean, when you were testifying, you spoke about two different sets of $2 million.
What makes a trip unforgettable? You'll know it when you feel it. Make memories with Get Your Guide. Unforgettable travel experiences.
He said there was an initial $2 million provided by the development partner, and then later, I mean, in the course of your service at the mission, there was another $2 million that the same development partner provided. Correct?
Yes, I know.
So my first question has to do with the first $2 million, because you were at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for a very long time. So the best of your knowledge, that first $2 million, do you know whether the government of Sierra Leone made it available to the contractor of Fairfield Construction?
At the time I took up office?
Yes.
Was it because of my tenure?
No, listen. Your counsel is asking you that there are two sets of $2 million given by the development partner. Yes. Meaning $4 million given by the development partner. Right. So the question is asking you is whether you are aware whether the first tranche of that $2 million was made available to the contractor or to the mission, if you like, by the government of Sierra Leone, the first $2 million.
You know, my Lord, while I try to seek clarity,
well, I'll just clarify this for you. Yes. There are two tranches of $2 million. So his question to you is, are you aware whether the first $2 million that was given by the development partners was made available by the government of Sierra Leone to the mission? Are you aware?
I would say yes.
And do you know when?
The first $1 million was submitted in 2016.
So the first $1 million
was submitted in 2016.
Yes. Yes.
Remitted where? To the mission. In 2016. On the record, to show that the mission had achieved $1 million at the time, in 2016. And then,
So at the time that $1 million was received, where were you?
I was there in Peter.
For clarity, I understood my learned friend's question to be whether you are aware when the $1 million was made available to the contract.
No, to the mission. By the company to serve it.
I just want to highlight a comment that it said that first 1 million was paid, was transmitted to New York. It is on record.
No, it said in 2016.
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
That's the
New York, please.
And in 2016, do you know who the head of mission was?
The head of mission in 2016 was Ambassador Anthony Kisima. The head of council of Mr. Ansel.
So the head of mission at the time was Alikari for the Summa.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a several accusation.
Ma'am.
All right. And the chancellor was who?
Mr. Ansel.
Yes.
Do you also have any idea as to whether the second $1 million of that $2 million was made available to the mission?
It was included in one box sum as $1 million to the mission. After we tried to deal with the issue pertaining to the stalling of work, the amount of, I believe, $500,000 was sent to the mission.
Do you know when?
That was around, May, sometime, May, early June 2018.
And we are still dealing with the first $2 million.
Yes.
Right. Let me just again for clarity. The first $1 million was sent, I believe you said sometime in 2016.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the second $1 million, $500,000 of that was sent to the mission in May, June 2018.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and you said at that time you were the head of the chapter.
I was.
Do you know if anything was done with that $500,000 that was remitted?
Yes. The money owed to Mr. Davis were paid. We are paid. Money that we are due in as far back as the September of 2017.
There is a money owed to Mr. June Sandalini, so they are paid.
Yes, sir.
Who paid? Who paid to him?
The mission paid Mr.
Let me take a breather and chat a bit about something that's become like my right hand. It's always there, and I use it every single day, rain or shine. It's Notion, an absolute godsend of a
so that we could resolve the issues for him to return back to work or the work to recommence.
Do you know if Mr. Joseph Davis and his company continued work after receiving backlog?
Wait back. What is our there are disputes between himself. So there were disputes between Mr. Davis and Willie, who was the head of the 3A, the company, the subcontractor.
What was that about?
It has to do with payments. I think Willie was taking claim. Compensation is also an additional cost for labor and work industry. And this was more or less not really that money.
But it's been the legal. With the issue of the standard directive, it would appear that this witness is testifying about issues which they ought not to know. Now, we have said earlier that we had very little to do with the subcontractor, and our appreciation and understanding. But he's going on to say what existed between the contractor and the subcontractor, which should not be within the domain.
I mean, I get your point, Mr. Minister. I think if he has testified that he had very little to do with the subcontractor, and now he's going to testify that he knew of the intimate details between the contractor and the subcontractor, that's a matter that can properly be dealt with in the cross-examination. And it's a matter that will go into his claim. So it's entirely a matter for him. But if that's the way he wants to go, that's fine.
You can cross-examine him. Sorry. So, did you receive any further sum from Capital in respect of the outstanding on the first $2 million? You've received, well, Mission had received 1.5 total, as at that time you mentioned in 2018. Do you know if the outstanding $2 million which was available was remitted to New York?
Subsequent payments are all made in piecemeal. After the 9 months period of non-compliance on our part, only $500,000 was transferred to issue. And we paid Mr. Davis. He went back to work and paid for, I think, 2 other positions. The work continued. But by the time the $500,000 was finished, we are still waiting to get money from Britain for another 5 months. took another 5 months for them to send that. And for them to honor the request of the mission.
5 months from when?
5 months from the time they got the
500,000?
Yes, I think that was going to be 5 months. One day was about 9 months, and that was the second day was about 9 months, and 5 months. Just to
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees? If so, you need StreamYard on air.
Come back on this point about the subcontractors and the architects. You said something that you said the cause between them and the contractor. How did you come by that? How did that come to you?
because Mr. Davis came running to us and tried to explain to us about the situation that we played, that we are responsible for that. And I said to him that we are
the judge is writing, Mr. Davis came to you, yes. Those were the judge.
But not to me, to us as a nation.
Yeah. I just want you to go slowly so that the judge can record what you are saying.
Remember of the committee that was dealing with the bill. Each time he comes, we'll call the committee to have a meeting with him. So he explained to us about the situation. And he also told us that it was his understanding that we leave us to go to court. And he did. And he actually sued Mr. Davis and us at the issue. And the government is right.
You have informed the court that this contract exhibit 2 had a commencement and completion period, had a time frame. Can you turn to Article 6 at page 7 of exhibit 2? Article 6 at page 7 of exhibit 2, under the rubric time of commencement and completion. Time of commencement and completion. Specifically, paragraph 6.01 is a short paragraph which I want you to read. 6.01.
My Lord, 6.01. The work to perform shall commence upon owner issuance of notice to proceed. And shall proceed without interruption. The contractor achieves substantial completion. At that time, it is defined by section 6.02 below. And final completion at that time is defined by section 6.05 below, as soon as possible.
So before I put a question to you, can you tell the court, as per section 6.0 or paragraph 6.02, what substantial completion? Next.
Yes, my Lord. 6.02 brings the date of substantial completion. Substantial completion shall be the date shown on the progress schedule for the same, and shall be the date of which the work has been substantially completed in accordance with the contract achieved. To the effect that all of the work is essentially completed, except for minor adjustments or minor
Yes. So to the best of your knowledge, in view of paragraph 6.01, it says that the work shall proceed without interruption. Do you know if the work proceeded when you were there as head of chancery without interruption? I want you to take your time, step by step, we'll be dealing with them. What those interruptions were, to the best of your knowledge.
brought my attention, like I said before, was failure on our part to make payments for a period of 9 months.
To whom?
So, KIP Construction Association. And thereafter,
No, let's get that straight today because just wants it to be complete. Failure on the part of government to make payment for a period of 9 months, commencing from when to when?
September 2017. To June 2018.
So before we go to the other challenges or interruptions, do you know if notwithstanding the lack of payment or the failure to provide for the funds, do you know if the contractor nonetheless continued to do anything on the queue during that period?
The second time, even the first time you called, we try to maintain some low-key activity on the job site, especially after that incident that affected the neighbor's house.
Low-key activity.
The second time, we try to get him to maintain the workers on site.
The old way of running a mentoring program is often like swimming through a sea of spreadsheets, endless emails, and towers of mentor and mentee survey responses. But the worst is, you often don't know if it was a success until much, much later.
So, all things to utilize whatever resources we have at time.
So what kind of low-key activity do you mean that he was doing notwithstanding the failure to pay?
They were actually doing some work at the job site. They had a few workers there because having a whole range of labor force there would have made a lot of money. So they tried to keep some of the workers there, essential workers. They are doing some work there. I can't remember exactly what they were doing. So after that incident in January.
Sorry, but apologies. You said there were interruptions and you mentioned the first one as failure to pay. Was there any other interruption that you can recall?
Yes. At some point when we got the guy had gone out to solicit funds to the 5th and 6th floor, and for which we have received approval from Twitter to proceed with that. The funds were made available.
What funds were made available?
The funds from the partner.
You mean we are now moving from the first tranche of the $2 million? We are not talking about the second tranche.
Even before that, there was that interruption.
So let's go because I want us to be very clear. I mean, you said that after the 1.5, that other payments will be piecemeal. So you are now moving into other $2 million that you had spoken about, correct?
Yes. But I think about the second interruption for 5 towards the end of 2018.
But wait, after the 9 months, there was another interruption, non-payment for 5 months. Okay, let's get that. From when to when? But the first one was September 2017 to June 2018. The first one he had mentioned was from September 2017 to June 2018, which he called roughly 9 months. So he said there was another 5 months of non-payment. When was that?
After that payment in June, we did not receive payment until sometime around November 2018, because it took the ambassador there a time to directly talk to him when he was in September about the embarrassment about it. So
You knew that? How did you know that? I thought you were
before being there.
Thank you. Such a strategic player. Frankly, I just wondering how. I know you're a strategic player. So you were there when he was addressing the issue of financial challenge.
Yes, I was there. Let me ask you to bring a copy of the memo I have sent to Peter pertaining to those challenges. And they gave a copy to the then chief minister.
Yes, I have that memo, but unfortunately, I just want to synchronize it. So the memo don't.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management, remote access, help desk and ticketing, smart automations, patching, software.
On 11th September 2018, and I think it was 10 that. I'm trying to. What is that? It's dated 11th September 2018, and it's a report on the renovation project written by the accused, addressed to the Director General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Otherwise, we will pretend that it is can you show me it is one, two? It is no, it is. This one is 2018, 11th September. Okay, so you were explaining that you had informed capital. Okay, you're not saying that. Now, some future time. You were explaining that you had informed capital about the situation on the ground when you went as head of church, correct?
Yes.
How was that done?
I sent a memo to him.
Huh?
I sent a memo to Peter.
You sent a memo to Peter.
And then I did follow up with calls and I also traveled to Peter. So it informed capital and what about challenges.
By way of a memo.
By way of a memo, telephone calls. And and I didn't travel to Africa.
Okay, you have said that. Do you know when that memo was done? Okay, so let's come back to the interruptions. You have two reports about the financial challenges. Was there any other interruption which impeded the substantial completion of this project under Article 6 that you know about?
Apart from the financial interruption, which spans right from up to 2021.
Okay, no, let's deal with that first. You said the financial, challenges span up to 2021.
Yeah.
By 2021, were you still at the mission?
Yes, I was at the mission until May.
So you said up to that time there were still financial challenges.
Well, I would say that we have tried to make a case for all the money for the funds for the project.
It's not okay, it's the debt reduction challenge of 2021.
Yeah.
Yes, because I really want to deal with that in view of the second $2 million. So you said there were financial challenges up to 2021. The second $2 million that was provided by the development partner. Whilst you were there as head of charging, do you know if that money or any part of it was remitted to the mission in New York?
What is yes?
Yes, I know.
You're there.
Yes, I'm aware.
So, all of it, was it remitted in tranches? How was it remitted?
It was remitted in tranches.
What was the first tranche that was received by the mission?
The first tranche was received in June 2019.
June 2019.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's do this.
Do you know how much was received?
It was around $830,000. Around $800,000.
At that time, do you know who the head of the mission was?
But then there are also newly appointed in Contractual, the minister, and Ambassador Malika was appointed.
Before the recall of Ambassador Aikai, do you know who the minister responsible for foreign affairs was at the time of the transfer of that 601,000?
No, Ambassador Malika.
Did you ask about the minister?
The minister, yes. So,
Foreign affairs?
yes, before the recall of Ambassador.
And Ambassador Alikaba was
the minister.
Sorry. just to be clear, about this sum that you mentioned. Sorry. Yes, can you look at your statement again, exhibit A1 to 99? A1 to 99. Page 19.
Yes, I'm looking at
Page 19. Before I put a question, I would like you to read the middle of that page, which starts with on receipt of the first payment, on to page 20, on to the end of page 20, very crucial. You read, it says on receipt of the first payment.
On receipt of the first payment from partners, which was initially deposited into an account in Britain, provided by the then Minister of Foreign Affairs. And later transferred into the nation's account in New York. After a delay of about 6 months, on the advice of Ambassador Dr. Frank Lefebvre, and in line with the assurance given to the contractor, the funds received in the amount of $862,000 was paid out to the contractor on the basis of the decision submitted by the contractor.
So just to be clear, the amount received was 862,300, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
862,300. Now, in this statement, you said that the first payment was made into an account in Freetown provided by the then Minister Ali Kabal. How did you come by that information?
I got that information from, firstly, Ambassador Lefebvre, then Dr. Ali Kabal himself.
Okay, we'll give you that. So 862 had been provided to the mission out of $2 million. Did the mission receive any further payment on that $2 million?
Yes, we did.
When?
In 2019.
Do you know how much of that was paid?
I can't remember. Not exactly. But it was $1 million. The $2 million was never paid to the mission.
Yes, sir. So you don't know the precise sum that was created after the 800, correct?
No, that's one can't remember.
Can you come to page 21 of your statement? Page 21, sentence
Studio 3T is the industry leader for working with MongoDB. Why?
Beginning as at October 2019.
As at October 2019, the mission had made a request to Freetown to remit the balance money of $963,000. This amount concluded at the time to facilitate the completion of the project, which was envisaged to be done at the end of May 2020. In particular, the previous projected date of completion were not achieved due to long delays in remittances.
Okay. Before I put the question, just flip over to page 22 of your statement. Page 22. Beginning, the payment was however delayed. Second sentence. Missing.
The payment was however delayed, and both funds were only related to the mission in June 2020.
Go on.
The outbreak of COVID-19 also adversely affected the project. On all activities were stopped in New York in March 2020.
Yeah.
When those funds were received in June 2020, I informed the ambassador and all mission staff in the general meeting about the receipt of those funds.
Okay, so just to be clear, because you have just told this court earlier that it was in 2019 that the second payment in respect of that $2 million was made. Now your statement is saying that the monies were received in June 2020. Do you want to clarify that for the court?
Yes, sorry, the first payment from that from the funds provided by the partners was actually in 2019, and the second was in 2020.
So the second was in what month of 2020, just to be sure?
June 2020.
That's the second cash payment from the developing partners.
Yes, I know.
Now, first of all, before we move on, do you stand by the contents of your statement that you have made to the ACC?
Yes, I do. At the time I was still very fresh at the issue.
We shall be dealing extensively with your relationship with your bosses and another. Subsequently, I just want to deal with the interruptions and sequence, and then we'll be dealing with those things that also impeded work. So when you receive this second payment in June 2020, was any payment made to the contractor?
Yes, payment of money.
Who made the payment?
The mission did it. Each time we make a payment, it has to be the collective, it has to be seller at the mission, not just one individual.
Okay, so that is probably the best time now to deal with this issue of how payments were made. How payments were made.
Right. I think it's a convenient point to give this now a bit of a break.
As your lordship, please.
And also for all of us to have a comfort break. So we shall resume at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
And let me just say for those councils that appear late, I have recorded for those that I can't see because they are not properly clad. Like one last not wear.
Oh no, well, they've been there for 2 days. Yes, sir.